Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gum Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Sam Saraswati Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam. Namami Chinmayam Devam Satgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahavidyam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Vasudevendra Yogindram Natva Jnanapradam Gurum Mumukshonam Hitarthaya Tattvabodho Bhidhiyate. Please repeat. Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampannadhikarinam Moksha Sadhana Bhutam Tattvaviveka Prakaram Vakshyamaha. Sadhana Chatushtayam Kim Nityanitya Vastu Vivekah Ihamutrartha Bhalabhoga Viragah Samadhi Shatka Sampattihi Mumukshutvam Cha Iti. Nityanitya Vastu Vivekah Nitya Vastu Ekam Brahma Tadvyadiriktam Sarvam Anityam Ayameva Nityanitya Vastu Vivekah Viragah Kaha Iha Swarga Bhogeshu Icharahitya Samadhi Sadhana Sambatti Ka Samo Dhamma Uparati Titiksha Shraddha Samadhanam Cha Iti. Shamahka Manonigraha Damahka Chakshuradi Bahyendriya Nigraha Uparamahka Sudharmanushtanameva Titikshaka Shita Ushna Sukha Dukkhadi Sahishnutvam. Shraddha Kidrishi Guru Vedanta Vakyadishu Vishwasa Shraddha. Samadhanam Kim Chittaikagrata. That much we have seen today. So, we have seen Viveka, Vairagya, Samadhi, Shatka Sambandhi. Now comes the fourth, known as Mumukshutva. Page number 28. Mumukshutvam Kim Moksho Me Bhuyad Iti Icha. Mumukshutvam Kim Moksho Me Bhuyat Iti Icha. Mumukshutvam Kim Moksho Me Bhuyat Iti Icha. So we saw that Sadhana Chatushtaya Sambatti, there are four things: Viveka, Vairagya, Samadhi, Shatka Sambatti, and Mumukshutva. Among all these, the most important thing is Mumukshutva. There could be a person who is a very Viveki, there is Vairagya, there is Samadhi, Shatka Sambatti, everything is there, but suppose there is no desire for moksha, then moksha is not possible. So moksha, mumukshutva, suppose a person is burning with that mumukshutva. Even if that person may not have, samadhi, satka, sambhati, etc., that burning mumukshutva will bring all those qualities. So the most important thing in the path of Vedantic sadhana is the desire for liberation. They say a happy slave is the enemy of freedom. As long as we feel that, oh, sab theek hai, kya hai, sab theek, no theek chal raha hai. As long as we think that everything is fine, we will be trapped in this world only. So one of the most important thing in spiritual life is mumukshutva. What is mumukshutva? Mumukshoha bhavaha. The state of mumukshu is known as mumukshutva. What is this mumukshutva? It comes from a dhatu in Sanskrit, much. You might have studied. Much becomes munjati, to release. Have you studied? In Sanskrit, we use that munjati. Munjati, to release. Dhatu is much, to release. So the moksha comes from that, dhatu, much, to release, to give away. Actually, what is mumukshutva? Mumukshutva is actually a desire that which is there in all of us to go back into our true nature. That burning desire to be free. See, nobody likes dependency. Nobody wants to be dependent. Everybody wants to be independent. Not only politically, political independence, economical independence, physical independence, they're all there, but deep within all of us, we want to be independent. We want to be released from all kinds of bondage. The moment we feel that something is a bondage, we become rebel. We want to break it. See, all of us, if we think about ourselves, not only us, all beings, they don't want to die. They don't like to be ignorant. They don't want to be sad. Why? Because that is not our true nature. So what is moksha? Moksha is actually a release from what we are not and experience what we really are. So the word moksha is not only like in spiritual, somebody has put someone in jail. When one is released from jail, that is also a moksha. But here, the moksha is an eternal freedom. That eternal freedom from all types of bondage. From death and birth, from ignorance and suffering. Is it possible? Yes, because our true nature is Satchidananda. Realizing my true nature and giving up all my wrong identifications is the real moksha. And one of the most important things a sadhaka should have is mumukshutva. Moksho me bhuyat. May I be blessed with this kind of this release from all kinds of bondage and suffering. Nobody wants to suffer. Nobody wants to be in bondage. But again and again and again, in one way or another, we are put it into all types of bondages, that eternal freedom, never again caught back into this, into this kind of limitations and bondage, that is known as mumukshutva. Maya tatkaryebhyah moktum tivra ichha. What is this moksha you're talking about? Release from what? Moksha means release. Freedom. Freedom from what? Maya tatkaryebhyah. From illusion and illusory effects. We'll study about Maya. There is a power which makes us think that the illusion is truth. We go to a magic show and then we see the magic, and then when we see the magic, we think that all that the magician is doing is truth. That power of illusion, which makes us think, understand, feel that all these illusions are true. What is moksha? That burning desire to come out of all these types of illusion and illusory effects. Maya is of different degrees. I mean, the moksha, mumukshutva is of different degrees. Some is like, atimanda. Atimanda means sometimes, okay, if somebody gave me some moksha, okay, I'm not going to do anything for that. If somebody gives me some moksha, okay. Then comes manda. Manda moksha means it is not a priority. See, we go through different sufferings in the world. We go through difficulties and problems and sufferings and things like that. See, sometimes people ask, why God is creating so much of trouble? Because only that trouble and sufferings make us think about the truth, the reality. That alone will create some interest. That alone will create some viveka and vairagya. Without viveka and vairagya, there is no mumukshutva. So when we get beating again and again and again, sometimes we wanted to come out of it. But our problem is, we seek solution in another problem. From frying pan, we jump into the fire. From one problem, we go into another problem. That's how we are. Because of illusion, that power of Maya. We think that this is not good. This place is not good. This person is not good. Maybe another person is good. Another place is good. Another thing is good. Goes on and on and on. That's why we are all sitting here, including me. We think that, okay, maybe that Janma was not good. Maybe we'll get a nice Janma, better Janma next time. Goes on and on and on. And one time, by the grace of God or Mahatmas or by some Punya Karma, we do something. By how it comes, we do not know. We get something happens to us. We no more want to be part of this play. I want to get out of this thing. What is this? Same thing happening, same foolishness I do again. Let me get out of this mad play. When that desire comes, that desire is known as mumukshutva. The tivrada, as it becomes stronger, so fast we come out. What is the tivra mumukshutva? One day Shishya asked Guru, "Oh Guru, how much mumukshutva I should have?" Guru said, "Come, I will show you." And he took him to the river. Thought that some magic will happen now, etc. He said, you go down, you take a dip in that river. So the Shishya went inside the river, and the Guru put his head inside water. And he was and after a few seconds, Guru pulled his head up. "What are you doing? You are trying to kill me or what? What kind of a guru you are?" Guru asked, "How much was your desire for one breath under that water? That much desire you should have for moksha. Then it will happen. Otherwise, theek hai. No, one course over, second course over, third course over. Chalte rahe hai." Okay, so what is mumukshutva? Moksho me bhuyad. That deep, real, strong desire that we shall be released from this illusory world of sukha and dukkha, mana and apamana, good and bad and war and peace. That is known as mumuksha. Page 30. Etate Sadhana Chatushtayam Tadaha Tattvavivekasya Adhikarino Bhavanti Etat Sadhana Chatushtayam Tadaha Tattvavivekasya Adhikarino Bhavanti. Etat. This is Sadhana Chatushtaya. These four, what are they? Viveka, Vairagya, Samadhi Shatka Sambatti and Mumukshutva. Etat. These four together is known as Sadhana Chatushtayam. These are the fourfold qualifications. These are the Sadhana Chatushtayam, fourfold qualifications in Vedanta. Tataha, once a person is blessed with these four, Vivek, Vairag, Samadhi, Shatka, Sambatti and Mumukshutva. Tataha, afterwards, Tattvavivekasya Adhikarinaha Bhavanti. That person become a adhikari for Tattvaviveka. Only we can actually enter into the halls of Vedanta only when we are blessed with at least little bit of, even if not Purna, at least Atimanta, Manta, Madhyama, Sadhana Chatushtaya Sambatti, then alone we are a fit student to study and understand the Vedantic principles. Tataha, after gaining Sadhana Chatushtaya Sambatti, Tattvavivekasya Adhikarinaha Bhavanti. Such a person alone becomes a fit student for the inquiry of Tattva, of the truth. Acharya Shankara says in Vivekachudamani, Sadhananyatra Chattvari Kadidani Manishibihi Yeshu Satsveva Satsannishta Yadabhave Nasiddhyati. Many people think that, see, we are doing so much of sadhanas, we are doing so many things, we are doing that, we are doing this. Why is that we are not liberated? सब कुछ कर रहे हैं, that's what we think. सब कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं, कुछ कुछ कर रहे हैं जो हमारे मन की पसंद क्या है. Whatever we wish, whatever we like, that we do. And then we feel that I'm doing everything. But then I am not released. I'm not getting moksha. Because please understand, if you want siddhi, okay, you want supernatural powers, you want this, you want wealth, you want progeny, you want place, you want name, you want fame, this all can be gained. But if you are really looking for moksha, if you are really looking for liberation from this, this cycle of death and birth, we have to concentrate on developing these qualities. Without these qualities, without viveka, without vairagya, without samadhi, shatka sambhati and mumukshutva, see, we can study, okay? We can become great scholars of Vedanta. We can become lecturers and professors, and we can gain doctorate, and we can be a great lecturer, orators, we can become acharyas, we can, everything possible. We can quote from Upanishad and Gita and this and that, and then impress people and think that this person is greater than Shankaracharya, etc. That's all possible. But moksha is not possible. That's what Bhagavan is telling here. Tataha tattvavivekasya adhikarinah bhavanti. Only after gaining this sadhana chatushtaya sampatti, a person will be fit for not for moksha, tattvavivekasya. Then alone we are fit student to think about the principles of Vedanta. Tataha tattvavivekasya adhikarinah bhavanti. As I said, this is a book of terminology and book of philosophy. So Bhagavan, what does here, whatever words come, then Bhagavan will explain what that word is. So here Bhagavan used the word tattvaviveka. Now Bhagavan is taking up that word and then explaining in the next level. Page number 32. Tattvaviveka kaha Atma satyam tadanyat sarvam mithya iti tattvaviveka kaha Atma satyam tadanyat sarvam mithya iti tattvaviveka kaha Atma satyam tadanyat sarvam mithyeti. So what is the tattvaviveka? Tattvavivekasya adhikarinah bhavanti said. You became a fit student for tattvavivek. Now what is this tattvavivek, sir? One says tattvaviveka. What do you mean by tattvaviveka? So we have studied this before also. Viveka means here, in Viveka, in different places, different meanings. Here, at this point of Tattvaviveka, Viveka means an inquiry, an intelligent inquiry, a proper inquiry. So here Viveka is a process of inquiry, a process, a system of inquiry into Tattva. The word Tattvaviveka, two words are there, Tattva and Viveka. Viveka means a proper logical inquiry into Tattva. Now what do you mean by Tattva? Tattva means, we have studied before also, Tattva means reality. Tattva means the truth. Tattva means Swarupa, the real nature. The Tattva means essential nature of the self. In Vedanta Shastra, Tattva means the reality, the truth, the essential nature. Tasya vivekaha. Vivicchya jnanam, that ability to think about logically about the nature of tattva. That is known as tattva viveka. So what is tattva viveka? An intelligent, discriminative, logical investigation into the nature of truth, to the nature of reality. It is known as Tattva Viveka. What is Tattva? What is Satya? What is Amrita? What is truth? What is false? So that Vivicchya Jnana, separate understanding of truth and the reality and imaginary, is known as Tattva Viveka. What is this Tattva Viveka? What do you mean in Vedanta? Tattva Viveka says, Atma Satyam. Atma alone is truth. Tadanyat Sarvam. Other than Atma, everything else is Mithya. Please do not translate the word Mithya into nothingness. Okay, we'll come to that. So these are all terminologies, scientific terminologies in Vedanta. Many times people are not able to accept Advaita Vedanta because they wrongly translate the words. Even great Acharyas, when they criticize Shankara, they say, how can you say that we are seeing this world? And how can you say that this world is not there? Who is telling the world is not there? You are telling. Where did I say? You said that Sarvam Mithya. Oh, sir, the meaning of Mithya. What is the meaning of Mithya? Yeah, so that is what we have to think about. So, meaning of Mithya is not, which is not there. So we'll come to that. So what is the essence? See, remember this one sentence. The entire Vedantic understanding is included here. What is that? Atma Satyam Tadanyat Sarvam Mithya. Atma is truth, and whatever else is in this universe, they are all Mithya. Let us use the word, Sanskrit word itself, instead of translating into English, because English language has its own, every language has its own limitations. Now, we heard three words, Atma, Satyam, and Mithya. Okay, you understand these three words properly, we understand Vedanta, Advaita Vedanta properly. Most of the time, we do not understand the words and then we interpret with our own imaginary ideas, and then we fall into wrong perceptions and confusions. So the first word is Atma. So somebody was, that day also was asking about me, what is this Atma? This is a word we should learn thoroughly. So what is the meaning of the word Atma? The definition for the word Atma. See, please understand, in Sanskrit, you know this also, in Sanskrit, there are two types of properties in Sanskrit words. One, the same thing will have different names. For example, Bhumi. Bhumi, there's another word, Vasudha. Another word, Dharani. No? So there are Prithvi. So there are so many words, known as synonyms. Paryaya Vachaka. Synonyms. So the same one thing will have different words. And another aspect of Sanskrit is, one word will have different meanings. First one, synonym is One thing has different words. Another, the same word will have different meanings. For example, ambara. We say, no, kashayambara, pitambara. What is the meaning there? Ambara means pitambar, cloth. Ambar also means akash. So the same word, different meanings. Like that, Atma Shabda also, there are different meanings for Atma. What is the meaning of word? We keep on hear this word Atma, Atma, Atma. What do you mean? What is the meaning of that word? Says, do note down this verse because it will give us a lot of clarity about the Vedantic understanding of Atma. This is from a Purana known as Varaha Purana. Acharya Shankara quotes this in his Bhashya. Please repeat. Yachapnoti yada datte yachati vishayaniha yachasya santato bhavah tasmadatmeti bhanyate yachapnoti yada datte yachati vishayaniha yachasya santato bhavah tasmadatmeti bhanyate. Please note down this verse. Verse is very important because it will clarify lots of things for us. So, what is the meaning of this verse? This verse is trying to point out different meanings of the word Atma. Tasmad Atma iti bhanyate. Because of this, it is known as bhanyate kadhyate, said. Something is called as Atma because Atma. So what is the meaning of Atma? It says first, yachapnoti. Yad cha apnoti. First meaning of Atma is apnoti nama vyapnoti. The first meaning of Atma is apnoti, means vyapnoti. So what is Atma? Yad apnoti, that which pervades. The first meaning of Atma is that which pervades. Pervade, व्यापक होना. जो व्याप्त है उसको आत्मा कहते हैं. Whatever is there in this universe which has the nature of, that which can pervade. Example, Akasha, the space. The space pervades. So, there are Atma Shruti where Akasha is called as Atma. Because how the Akasha pervades, like that, Atma also pervades. So, what is the meaning of, first meaning of Atma? That which pervades, that which vyapak hota hai. No, apnoti nama vyapnoti. Vyapnoti nama, that which pervades, that is, which is vyapakam. So that's the first meaning. Yacha apnoti. Second meaning is yad adate. Adate, two meanings. Three meanings actually. One, to receive. One meaning of adate, adane, to receive. Second, dharane. Third, poshane. Adate means that which receives, that which upholds, that which nourishes. So the word adate, from where I am telling adate, this is, okay? Yad adate. So first one we have said apnoti. Second, adate. Adate, yad adate. That much Sanskrit you know, I feel, and I understand. So, yad adate, that which adate. Adate means what? Three meanings. Adate, one meaning is that which receives. That is, that which is dharane, that which upholds. Third is poshane, that which nourishes. That's why even Indriyas are also known as Atma. The Sharira, this body is also known as Atma because the Sharira, that Indriyas are that which perceives. When I look at this, I know this is a pen because my Indriya has the ability to receive it, perceive it. And the body is that which supports. Isn't it? All the Indriyas, all the prana, everything is supported by the body. So sometimes Atma word is used to indicate the body also. So that's why I was telling that day. Atmahatya means not killing the self. Atmahatya means killing the body. So there, Atma word is not the self or Paramatma. There, Atma means the body. So, adate means to receive, dharane, to support, and poshane, that which nourishes. Yacha apnoti, yad adate. Third meaning is yacha atti. Yacha atti, how to split? Yad cha atti. Atti, to eat, to consume. Atti, adabhakshane. From that only annam comes. Annam comes from the dhatu adabhakshane. Ada to eat. Atti to eat. Khana means to enjoy. So that's why the mind is known as Atma. Sometimes in some places the mind is known as Atma. That's why I said no. Atmaiva hyatmano bandhuhu. Atmaiva ripudatman manaha. Their Atma is not the self, not the Sharira, but it is mind. Why? Because Atti, the mind is that which actually enjoys. So the mind is also Atma. Yacha apnodi yadadate yacha atti. Atti, to enjoy, to perceive, to receive, to enjoy. Atti, to eat. That's the meaning. Eating means enjoying. What atti? What is that which enjoys? Vishayan. No, different sensual enjoyments are actually enjoyed not by sense. Sensual enjoyments are not enjoyed by the senses. Who enjoys? Mind. So that's why yacha atti vishayan iha. In this world, in the Surgaloka, in any world, mind is that which actually enjoys the different pleasures. So that's why Atma also means mind. That's what I was telling that day. Atma can be different thing. Atma can be the body. Atma can be the indriyas. Atma can be the mind. But here in Vedanta Shastra, the Mukhya, so there are different artha, okay? One is known as Mukhya Artha, the prominent meaning and sub-meanings. So, but are you talking about Indriya and etc. in this Atma? No. What we want to say in Vedanta Shastra, when we use the word Atma, that is in this meaning. What is that? Yacha asya santato bhavaha. That which is our constant nature. So in Vedanta Shastra, when we are talking about the soul or the self, what is that self we are? It is not, when we use that word Atma, that is not Apnodi. Of course, it's Apnodi, but not only in that meaning, the meaning which Vedanta Shastra want to express through the word Atma is Yacha Asya Santato Bhavaka. Yacha Asya Santato Bhava. There is a root in Sanskrit, Ata Satatya Gamani. Ata Satatya Gamani. Means that which is constantly there. When we were in the womb of our mother, when we were born, when we were babies, when we were children, when we were, sick, when we are healthy, when we are crying, when we are happy, when we are in Jagrat, when we are in Swapna, when we are in Sushupti. Once we will leave this body, everything, all time, always. There is something continuously there. That is known as Santato Bhava. That which will never change. That will be always there. That Santato Bhava is known as Atma. That is the Mukhya Artha of Atma in Vedanta. So what is the meaning of Atma? That which constantly there. Whether we are awake or sleeping or dreaming or in suffering or in happiness or when we are young or aged, anytime, every time, there is one thing which is constantly there. Everything else keep on changing. The body, the mind, the intellect, the things, the beliefs, everything changes. But aham, I, that is constantly there. That constant presence, which never changes, that is known as Atma. Yachasya santato bhava. So what is Vedanta? What is Tattvaviveka? Atma. There is something which is constantly there in us. That is Satyam. Now comes the second term known as Satyam. Is this okay? Have you copied down? Do you have a WhatsApp group or something? If there, whoever knows Sanskrit very well, please post this sloka in that, so that somebody who cannot read because of the reflection, etc., they will be able to see. Somebody who can write Sanskrit, please post in that sloka, so that group, so that anybody want to copy, that will be helpful. So once more, let us read this. Yachapnoti yadadate yachati vishayaniha yachasya santato bhavaha tasmad atmeti bhanyate. So What is Atma? There are different meanings for Atma. So the body also can be Atma, the Indriyas also can be Atma, the Prana also can be Atma, the mind also can be Atma. But in Vedanta Shastra, none of this is known as Atma. Atma is that which is constantly there. Even when everything else change, that is there. So that's why Atma is known as Satyam. Comes next word, Satyam. Generally, when we speak in our language, in our day-to-day, interactions, we use the word Satyam a lot. What do you mean by Satyam? Generally, Satya means, true words. Satyam is generally used to indicate something which we speak. Satya bolna. Generally, we always connect the word Satya with speaking, speech. Satya bolna. We don't say Satya, generally otherwise. So Satyam in Vyavaharika Bhasha, transactional usage, Satya means a truthful word. Satyam vada, only speak truth. There, Satya means true words, truthful. But in Sanskrit, in Vedanta, Satya is not just a truthful word. Satya is something much bigger. What is Satyam in Vedanta? Satya means abadhita tattva. Abadhita tattva. What is Satyam? Abadhita tattvam. Please repeat. Abadhita tattvam Satya. What is Satya? Satya is abadhita tattva, means that which cannot be negated. Abadhitam, that which cannot be removed, that which cannot be negated. That aspect which cannot be negated or removed, that is known as abadhita tattvam. That reality which cannot be negated, that is Satya. What do you mean by this? Abadhita tattva. Please explain it. Says, Trikale api yat trishtati. Trikale api yat tishtati. That is Satya. In Vedantic terminology, Satyam is not only what we speak, the real Satya in Vedanta is Trikale api yat tishtati, that which exists in 3 points of time. What do you mean by 3 points of time? Yad bhutam yaccha bhavyam udamrutatva shanah. Yad bhutam, that was there, that is there, that will be there. Trikala, past, present and future. That which exists in all the 3 periods of time. That was there in the past, that is there in the present, that which will be in the future. Trikala, past, present and future, that is known as Satyam. In Vedanta Shastra, Satya is not some words spoken. Satya is that which cannot be negated. Abadhita tattva, that which exists in all the 3 periods of time. So now let us come back to the definition Bhagavan giving. Atma Satyam. Atma is that which exists in all the 3 periods of time. Which was there, which is there, which shall be there. That which was there even before we took the body, that which is there when we are living in this body, that which will be there even after we give up the body. That is Satyam, that is Atma. That is the first part of Vedanta. The second part of Vedanta is Tattvabodha sarvam mithya. Other than Atma, everything else is mithya. Now comes the most, criticized word known as mithya. It's a very criticized word in Indian philosophy by everybody else. Let us see the meaning. What Shankaracharya means, Advaita Vedanta Shastra means by the word mithya. Next class. Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.